reuse the artifacts. Okay, those items we are going to search. We may need to search for those items that is we can reuse back. Okay, why? Because it will save our time. Understand? Save time, and then that won't be so complicated or complex to do the maintenance. Now, what kind of artifact we can reuse? Data in the database, okay, we can reuse, okay, even though it's a different format, but format we can change one, right? And architectural reuse, this one, normally when we try to create an architecture for a system, normally this architecture is a generic one. Generic means that it is applicable to use in the same situation or same type of same project title sometimes. Okay. And the next one is the design reuse. This design reuse normally is the reuse part is normally in the more higher level part. Even though small detail part maybe we also can find one kind of solution. Now for the program reuse, this is for the coding line. Okay, the code wise, then we also can reuse it. But I guess that when you study object-oriented, okay, then you know that okay, how are we going to reuse the code? Okay, create the code that is for reuse one. Okay, now and when we want to reuse certain artifacts, okay, or certain items, then this item must have certain attributes, okay, or characteristic that make this item can be reused one. Okay, we can consider it. So first property is, or first characteristic is environmental independent. Okay, this item or the component okay, so he will not have a very strong dependency on others component or item, or even does not have very strong dependency on the platform that he is working on. Understand? Okay. High cohesion, yes. Okay, so means that how this component within works together to achieve a single objective. Low coupling, yeah, definitely. Low coupling means that they won't have less. The connection between the component or item should be low. Okay, no, not high dependency one. So then in this case, so we can consider this item or component can be reused or not. Now another one, adaptability. It can easily to change to adapt to the new environment. Understandability, easy to understand, okay, modify or make decision, okay. Reliability, it is able to perform the intended functions, okay, without any problem, okay. Portability is able to work in different environment, okay. It's almost similar with the first one, okay. It's almost environment independent, okay. Now, what are the benefits of reuse? If the electricity suddenly break down, then finish. No, who's the person?
That's all for today.
So now, these are the benefits of reuse. Okay. First, increase the reliability. Why? Because reusable component, they may have when we use it, they may have not so many errors. Why? In what I understand is they have already been tested, and tested again and used in the previous project already. Reduce process risk because it's the higher reliability. Then the process risk will be reduced. Why? Because they won't have any issue during the development process. Increase of productivity, yes, we no need to develop the component again. Compliant with standard, yeah, normally those item or those components we purposely built to for reuse purpose. Let's say for example, certain API like the PayPal one, okay. This type of API, they may have their own interface, which is standardized one. Understand? It can be integrated by different system, okay. So therefore, we can say that it compliance to certain standard, okay. And next one, accelerated development, reduce the development time, improve of maintainability. Why? Because those components being reused, okay, is designed in a high modularity, okay, high low coupling, high cohesion. Okay, so this is the why when we reuse the component, we improve the maintainability. If you may improve the maintainability, means that it will lead to less time or less cost in the maintenance task. That's it. Okay. Now, reuse model. This models is showing that how the company is practicing the reuse. Okay, so never mind. Okay. The first model is a proactive reuse. Okay. What do you mean by proactive? This proactive means that the company really put the reuse component, and put them in the product line. Means that they know that okay, they have a very good analysis and estimation now, okay, on what the component in which domain now, okay, that have the benefit, okay, to produce or reuse. Okay, so in this case, they have a very thorough understanding on estimation on the benefit of this particular domain in this specific particular component in this specific domain, okay, which can bring benefit to them. So that practice reuse, but take the reuse, okay, item, producing the item in the product line. Okay, so means that doing the domain engineering. But this one, you have an issue here. If you put those items in, create those reuse items, okay, as I said just now, you must have a very thorough analysis and estimation. If you do not have a thorough analysis and estimation, if you produce the reuse component, the reuse component cannot bring benefit to you. Then you will have a very big loss in terms of financial loss, in terms of effort. Understand? Okay? Why? Because when we want to build something for reuse, actually this process we need to invest a lot of resources inside. You cannot say that okay, after we create, after 1 month we can see the benefit already. Maybe a few years from now. Understand? Okay? So this one is good also, but provided you are really well known on the potential of this particular item in this specific domain, which can be used to produce reuse one. Okay. The second one is the reactive model. Okay. Reactive means that you may not have any idea yet. Okay. And then maybe you will not have sufficient resources to put that to run the domain engineering. Means that run domain engineering means that you want to develop for reuse. Understand? Okay. So in this case, you may practice this one reactive model. Okay. Means that when you try to when you came across certain items, you feel that okay, that is an opportunity, okay, to gain benefit from reuse for this item. From this item, okay, then you may start to produce this item for reuse. Understand? Okay. Normally this one will not be long term. Okay. Normally understand? The other one is the this one is reactive, right? The other one is what? One is proactive, another one is reactive, another one is extractive. Okay, extractive is different. Extractive means that you have already produced a few reused components already, and now you are in the midst, okay, in moving forward to the proactive way to practice, produce. Okay, this extractive method, okay, actually is between the reactive and the proactive one. Okay, but however, this extractive method, you have already have a certain experience now in producing those reused components, and now you are moving forward, okay, to the proactive model of reuse. So this is the extractive models. Okay. What are the factors that influencing reuse? First one, very important, managerial factors. Why? Because as just now I mentioned, when you want to produce component for reuse, actually this will incur a lot of resources, money, and time. And then you must have the managerial support, okay, to do this thing. Otherwise, okay, you are not able to do successful. Because the management is going to allocate the resources to you. Get it? Okay? So, and somehow, okay, when you request the resources, somehow this one will affect the company funding fund. If the company, let's say, the capital, then we need the company needs to, okay, allocate certain amount of the capital to do the reuse. Let's see that it will affect the company. Okay. Second one is the legal factors. This one is referring to the culture, social, policy, laws, rules. Okay, in different companies or different countries. Okay, so you need to be very aware that, okay, the things that you produce for the reuse, okay, so you will not violate the laws and the rules. Okay, and economic, you need to make sure, okay, the reuse really brings benefit to you. Understand? Let's say, for example, this is the first time you put the reuse in product line. But however, the benefit come out, okay, actually is not significant. Okay, so in this case, then this one will affect the confidence of the companies to allocate more resources to practice the reuse. Okay, yeah. If the reuse does not bring any significant benefit, then it's no point. Okay. So number 4, technical. You must have the knowledge. Okay, you must have the tools. Okay, you must have certain process. Okay, to practice the reuse. Okay, you should have a repository. Okay, to store or to manage those reuse items. Okay, so this is more on the technical one. Okay, these are the 4 factors that affect the reuse. Then what is a success factor for reuse? Develop software with the product line approach. Okay. Develop software architecture to standardize data format and product interface. Product line approach means that you are developing a family of products. Understand? Family means family of related products. Okay, for reuse purpose. Okay. Then if you want to develop family of products, then definitely you need to identify what kind of family of product to use, which domain, okay, you are intended for, and make sure that when you develop it, okay, you need to have a generic architecture for all these items, so that you can have standardized characteristics, standardized things that So develop architecture to standardize the data format and product interfaces. Develop generic software architecture for product lines. Incorporate off-the-shelf component. Off-the-shelf component is those components you procure or you get from third party. Understand? Perform domain modeling of reusable components. Domain modeling means that you want to focus which domain area. Let's say payment, okay, or others area that this component should be used. Okay. Follow a software reuse methodology and measurement process. Ensure the management understand the issue, okay, the reuse in terms of technical and non-technical levels. Support reuse using tools and methods. Support reuse by placing reuse advocates in senior management. Okay. Practice reuse requirement and design in addition to reusing code. Okay, not necessarily code can be reused. Requirement and design also can be reused. Now, come to here, domain engineering. What is domain engineering? And what is a domain? Domain, look at the slide there. Okay, it's a set of current and future applications which share a set of common capability and data. Okay. Domain engineering is a development for reuse process to create reusable software asset. Okay. But domain engineering actually is purposely to create those reusable component one. It's also referred to as a product line development. Okay. Domain engineering is a set of activities that are executed to create RSA to be used in specific software project. And this domain engineering consists of 3 phases or 3 activities: domain analysis, domain design, and domain implementation. Okay, so and can we continue? Continue, too quiet already. So, what is happening in domain analysis? There are 3 steps now. Okay, first, domain okay means the area that you are going to focus on. Okay, so identify the family product that you are going to construct. Okay, which area, payment area, whatever area or whatever domain. Okay, determine the variable and common features. Yeah, because when we perform domain engineering, okay, they should share a common architecture one. Understand? Okay, they should share a common architecture one. Let's say for example, what is that? I know that let's say electronic item, okay, regardless of which company we do it, okay. So let's say for example the fuse, called fuse, used in the electronic one, the fuse one. Okay, the fuse, is called fuse, okay. The fuse, okay, you can see regardless of what kind of company or whatever doing okay. But any fuse they use for this particular part is the same one, right? Alright, it's the same one. The how many connection to the fuse or how to the fuse. Okay, maybe the register not register. Resistance. The is it called resistance? No, resistance. The chip is called I'm not very good in the electronic devices. So those transistors, okay, you can see that all the electronic items that they use the resistor actually is the same one, am I right? Okay, do you care which one is a company? Do you care maybe in the Asia area all the transistors is the same one? So you can see that this one is already, this kind of things is produced in the product line. Same as in the, even though you want to produce a product line for reuse, so those things should be in a standardized architecture one. Understand? You try to make it, all the things follow a generic architecture. Understand? So therefore you can see that, okay, determine the common features in the family of the product. So they should share a common features. Understand? Third, develop the specification. Identify the specification for the product family. One of the method used here is the ODA method. Okay, it's a features-oriented domain analysis. Okay, we can use for the this purpose. Okay, so this is a method that describes the process for domain analysis. Okay, is to come out with the domain model. This domain model, okay, is used to represent the family product. Okay, the family, the entire family of the system. Okay, and for the next one, domain design. Now we try to based on what we get the requirement. Okay, then we start to develop the general or generic software architecture for the family of product. All the product line fall under this family one, follow the same general architecture. Okay, and then you design a plan to create individual system based on the reusable asset. Okay, so this is more on the construction of the architecture. Okay, then you may need to use those architectural description language. Okay, in this stage. Okay, domain implementation. Then you identify, okay, what are the reusable components that you are going to create based on the domain analysis. Okay, and try to create those products or domain, the component, try to create the component and the architecture, and then try to find out okay, or catalog the reusable asset into the library. So these are the activity in the domain implementation. This is the example of domain engineering approach. Record, DARE, FAST. So there is a short description there. Okay, so record is the first prototype of domain engineering approach. Okay, which is proposed by Nimble. And DARE, another approach for domain engineering. Okay, they utilize three information sources: code, document, and expert knowledge in producing the reuse product. Okay. Next one, fast. This is to define the engineering process for the reuse. Okay. So there are three sub-processes here: domain qualification, domain engineering, and application engineering. Now we come to another one, reuse capability model. Okay, what I mean by this one? This one, the purpose is almost same with your RMMI or IMM. Do you still remember RMM or IMMI? Do you still remember what is the purpose of IMM or IMMI?
因为我是做 account 的法律师。
Your software mistake. Quality assurance. IMM or IMMI. What is that? What is IMM and IMMI? Can still recall. Ryan here. Ryan, what is IMM? Can you recall? resource vector say DSCS103.
是过
INN or INN, right? INN, anyone knows it? CNM or CMI, right? Not INN, right? CNM or CMI, okay. So CNM is what?
I know it's
Capability maturity model.
yeah.
Okay. So not INM, CNM is CMI, okay. So but this one RCM, real capability model actually is to assess, okay, how good the company practice use. Understand? When while also he also check that, okay, is there any other opportunity to do reuse or not? Understand? In order to improve the company in practicing the use. So this is the purpose of this model, reuse capability model RCM. Okay. So this model got two. Inside this model, there are two submodels, which is called the assessment model and the implementation model. Assessment model, okay, they try to assess the company, okay, based on different factors, okay, based on different factors, okay, see that this company how fast or how good or how well, okay, this company is practicing with you, and then to assess the companies that, okay, is there any other opportunity, okay, that can improve or supply the use? Okay, so this is the assessment model. Okay. You can see that there are four factors, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. First one is application development factors. We use these factors to assess the company. Okay. So these factors, okay, is address that, okay, when how well the company, okay, reuse the resources, okay, during the development, product development. Understand? Okay. Another one is asset development factors. This one is regarding on the requirement, the design, the architecture, the source code, okay, of the product of the asset product. Understand? Okay. Management factors is the management role in facilitating reuse, that assess it. Process and technology factors, okay, is those process we apply, okay, or related process that is concerned with the reuse, okay, of development of reuse, okay, and application development and so on. So as you can see this table here, for the assessment model, they assess the company based on these four main factors, okay, and then this is the example of the factors under this book, and this is the example of factors. You see that, okay?
还有
For example, okay, under asset development factors, okay, the needs of identification, okay, this one, needs of identification, this one. So what is these factors can help the access of the company, you can see here. Identify the current needs for the solution of the developer. Identify the anticipated needs for the solution of the developer. Identify the current needs. Identify the anticipated needs for solution of the customer. Okay. Use the identified needs as a reference to develop or acquire reusable asset. So from this requirement, okay, they identify is there any other possibility that they can facilitate the reuse. Understand? Okay. This is how they assess that. If they're not able to identify, then means that that's it lah. Maybe there is something wrong already. Implementation model, okay. This implementation model actually is to achieve, okay, the four models. four models or four goals, okay, not models, okay, is to achieve the goals, okay, by applying different strategy lah. So these goals are, okay, actually is divided into four stages, which is opportunistic, integrated, leverage, and anticipating. Okay, the first stage, opportunistic. Okay, so what does this mean? You need to use different strategy. Okay, you need to use different strategy. Okay, to identify. Okay, those what we call those possibility of reuse that can be used for different project one. Okay, this strategy must include defining reuse activity in the project plan, using tools to support the reuse activity, identify the needs of the developer, okay, and identify the reusable artifact that we can use for this particular project. Okay, so this is the opportunity stage. The second stage, integrated. Okay, so this one is more on the process side. Okay, how are we going to define a reuse process and integrate into the development process? Okay, leverage means that, okay, try to filter out or try to get the maximum benefit from reuse, okay, for the related product. Then you should use certain strategy there lah. Anticipating, okay, acquire the reusable asset, okay, based and develop the asset based on the customer needs. So these are the four goals. Now come to another model, rise maturity model. Okay, rise maturity model also same, almost the same purpose with this what we call the reuse capability model. Okay, so this model, okay, is more flexible lah, okay, for the organization to adapt it. So they are based on two principles: modularity and responsibility. Okay, so and inside this model there has the reuse practices by the perspective, and in organized level represent different degree of reuse. Reuse element that describe the fundamental part of the reuse technology. For example, the artifacts such as documentation, tools, environment, okay, or other assets. In the rise maturity model, there are 5 levels of maturity. First one, ad hoc. Ad hoc means normally performed by individual programmer one, okay, not monitored by the company. Means that the programmer feel that, okay, this function I can reuse, then he just reuse that. Okay. Level 2, basic reuse. The company start to encourage reuse in the development. Okay. Maybe let's say use certain tools to develop certain simple asset. Okay. Level 3, initial reuse. Then the company start to reward, okay, for practicing the reuse. Okay. Level 4, then from there, okay, then they start to do the domain engineering, create for reuse. Level 5, systematic reuse. Then this systematic reuse, they will have involve the organization, the process, the goals, the policy, okay, and the reuse is following the how the business is being done. So these are the 5 levels. Definitely the level 5 is the highest level. Another model, economic model, this one is to more on the calculation of different costs when we perform the reuse, okay? When we create or when we produce for reuse, okay? So in this based on this model, actually is developed by these 2 persons, Gaffney and Cruikshank, okay? Okay. So they found that the cost of the application system is expressed as the sum of two component costs. One component is the investment in domain engineering, okay, over an application. And then the second one is the cost of application engineering to develop a specific system. So therefore, this author, they said that the cost of an application system is equals to the prorated cost of domain engineering plus the cost of application engineering. Okay. In addition, okay, the cost of application engineering, okay, is the cost of new code plus the cost of reused code in the system. In another words, this business model of Pauline and Caruso, okay, is a model, okay, to develop by IBM to measure the software reuse, okay, to measure the software reuse. So this one is more on the, how to say, more on the cost, okay, more on the cost. So you can see that this business model of Pauline and Caruso, they are calculate, okay, the cost use, okay, of the capability with based on this data point. One, ship short instruction, change source instruction, reuse source instruction, source instruction reused by other, source development cost, software development error rate, cost per error. Okay, so these are some of the data sets they use. Now, what is meant by all this data? Let's say, for example, SSI, ship source instruction, is the total count of executable code lines in the source file of product. Okay. CSI, change source instruction, is the total count of executable line that are new, added, and modified in the new release of the product. And CSI does not include ISI, okay, which is called the reuse source instruction. Okay, what is reuse source instruction? It's the total source instruction shipped but not developed or maintained by the reporting organization. Another data set is source instruction reused by other, SIRBO. It's the total line of source instruction that the company or organization is used by others. This is the formula, okay, of SIRBO equals to source instruction per part times the number of organizations using the part. Okay. Software development cost per line of code. Okay, this metric concerns the development of new software and is calculated into two steps. Let's say, for example, you need to have the total cost of the organization inclusive of overhead and divide the S by the total output of the organization in the LOC. Means that when you want to calculate the cost per line of code, you need to gather the overall cost for the organization and inclusive the overhead, divide by how many lines of code you have. Then you will get, okay, one line of code, it costs how many, will cost how much, understand? Software development error rate, this one is the average number of error uncovered in the product, means error found in the product, okay? Cost per error, then this one is what is the total cost and you divide by how many errors, okay? Reuse percent is referred to the extent of reuse in the product, and then the formula reuse percent of a product equals to RSI. This is the formula, okay? Reuse percent of a product release is, this is the formula, okay? Reuse cost avoidance. This purpose, okay, of this metric is to measure the reduced total product cost as a result of reuse. Come to here, another calculation. The financial benefit for adopting reuse during the development phase is calculated using this one. This is the formula, okay?
How many formula?
Many formula. This is all cost, costing.
Only to memorize how to calculate.
This one okay, later. In addition, saving in maintenance costs okay, attribute to reuse is much more than those during software development. And how to calculate the saving cost is this one. Okay? And then the total reuse cost avoidance is calculated as the sum of cost avoidance in the development, and this is the formula. Okay? Means that this business model of Pauline and Carousel is all on the cost calculation. Okay? Reduce value added. The main idea behind RVA is to provide a metric to reward an organization that reduce software components and help other organizations by developing reusable components. And then RVA formula. Okay? RVA formula. If no involvement in reuse, then your RVA should be 1. If RVA is 2, means that your company organization is twice as effective as it will be without reuse. Okay, means without reuse, then you will still have better, it's same effective. Okay. Okay, settled for chapter 11. Any question? Any question? Okay, now is 4:58. We stop here. Okay, and then we take 10 minutes break. We come back, okay, for doing past year question. Class, starting today until week 14, okay, I will take some time to do the past year question one, okay. We take 10 minutes break, and after 10 minutes, Brandon is going to explain to you on the past year question.
Huh?
Okay, I go back and take a rest.
Okay, that's all for today.
Balik kampung. So need to question. So can I ask something for assignment? The assignment task 1 and 2, is it the report need to separate or combine together also?
Which one?
The assignment got task 1, task 2.
Together?
Total cannot exceed more than 12 pages. 不可以超过12页。
You separate into 2 sections.
One session cannot exceed 12. And the task 2 introduction need to write what? Is write for
What is your task? What is your problem? I mean, what are the tasks you're going to do?
I mean what assignment I
What you are doing? Yeah.
So then we need to submit the old code or just submit the after the the maintenance.
Read the code. Yes or no?
Huh?
Yes or no? You just submit me the new code.
The new code
The old one, you just snapshot the screen,
put in the report.
old and new one.
So if let's say need to put the old one, I think we're more than 12 pages.
the page will be more because picture.
12 page for task 2 also.
I'm not sure.
Or for
Is
task
it-
1 only.
Task 1 only 12 page. Task 2 no limit.
Task 2
no
no
limit one.
Task 1是做什么 AI 的那个。
So the task 2, the old code and new code, or just put the old code in the report?
I think don't put the code. Don't put the old code.
Just put the output line.
Just put the
Let's say the code totally cannot run. Then after that we fix it, then can run already. So we just upload
Then you need
the
to
compilation
show,
error.
You need to have a screenshot so why this show proof that the code
Compilation error. like a red flag or
Which group you are getting from?
Huh?
Cannot run now.
世界 group.
Huh? No lah.
Legit one okay
Some problem.
So actually we just do like a simulation. Is it okay? Like go GUI lah. Then after that back to console base. We link GUI and console together.
Why you want to back to console?
Because for payment part we never do for GUI. I think we have no time but because it's cinema system so at the
Then you just in your report you mention which part you are re-engineering. Can ya?
can
So just put the output only, no need put code, and then just show what we improve, existing and the new, and then
So we must show before and after.
Yes. Easier
for the output only.
for the output. Coding maybe see because I don't know whether my Google Drive got sufficient space or not. My Google Drive is almost full already. Yeah.
So cannot extend.
Extend why? This week you got how many days?
I still got three more assignment. Cloud computing, DSPC, and yours. Distributed and distributed system and software maintenance for our group because
Okay.
our course structure quite packed.
Same thing, same run.
Different.
Cloud computing okay.
Senior batch.
Mr.
Senior
Loh.
batch only
Mr. Loh.
only 15 credit hour.
So we say want to submit late for your class. Cloud computing.
Can we extend already?
Is that good?
And got FYP some more. Need presentation. Yeah, very tired. So torture.
Not only student, lecturer also very tired.
So the report they got mentioned the technique and also strategy. Is it need to based on the lecture not one or
Not necessary.
or not necessary?
Not necessary.
So the task 2 presentation, we need to put the slide inside the docs, man.
Presentation presentation is class arrangement, right?
Need prepare the slide also.
Oh,
No one responds.
sorry.
Actually 那个要讲 present. So we
Present your work lah.
present the module we maintain.
Yes. The one is an online one cannot be physical because physical we don't have much time.
So we need to justify the code or justify
Don't
the
need to justify the code just show me your.
哦，OK，没问题。
什么？
这是 present 那个 code 的 output 吗？
哦，So if I just add on some function, also can. Just add on UI and function only. Mean because the existing one is considered more complete, very complete one. If I just improve some by adding some extra, also can.
Timing.
The UI can be used as GUI the swing guys can.
他那是讲 part 2呢 part 2呢，他是 template，不是 我 copy。
Today really no people come for the FIP
他说
Scared really
他
need
是没有就，我老师帮你没有是，就加一个 s。
好的，
没有看，
在看书吗？还是
You see? get through
So
already
you
mah.
got red card already. But you say the what? Not satisfactory.
It's okay one.
You say you deduct what?
What ah?
You say you deduct what?
With what ah?
You deduct what? Not that.
Because I don't want my student okay, when you go out people ask you what do you do in your project Page 1 CIUD, Page 2 CIUD, Page 3 CIUD, Page 4 CIUD. Do you think that the industry people, how are they going to think about our student? You get me? Okay.
So I can still go to private car
Then the
competition
when,
already.
then when the because you know what one time we go internship we got company visit one
Huh?
internship lecturer may go to your company
Site
visit
visit.
one okay one time I go and visit okay actually I'm not going there I just accompany another lecturer go to the company and visit only okay that is our internship the intern there 1 hour okay. The supervisors when they see us supervisor
Shake their
angry,
hand.
very angry. He said that he don't have any very good feedback on our student. The student only very smart, only 2 things to know. This one don't know, that one don't know. Actually, it's not intended for all students.
So which company?
I forgot already. I remember So,
Then after that the student passed the internship.
I think he still passed maybe the company allocate the student do others lighter job lighter IT job. Sometimes I also get feedback that because some company that have a very higher expectation from the student one. Understand?
Yes.
Because they feel that some
Sure.
company they pay the allowance very high one. So they treat you as an employee, not the internship. So therefore they have a very high expectation.
Later we show you our but not final test. Final test we need to wear for
To me, wait, but to Mr. Rizwan,
we need to do a PPT slide or just show your show
to me,
the
wait, for Mr. Rizwan, maybe you need to raise same with that.
Mr. Little 那个
Later lah, where's the pen now? I always forgot. Okay, we are going to start our revision on past year very soon. Your team next semester go internship. See next time go internship.
Yes.
Later you show me lah. Now you tell me also I cannot figure out. Yeah.
So let's say I 等下要是Jackson 做不好要讲
See
又不是我们是因为你忘
Second
记了
already presented. Brandon already presented.
Their teacher is Miss Fox. This one is very new. Not like you So you very high, you know, master AI Then our moderator, then their moderator is Miss Arthur. Our moderator
Seems okay.
So did that them?
He quite
Complaining so much.
he like didn't
这么一个
comment
甜，
much about it.
干拿 OK 这我是
But the point is,
你女朋友
project if you student you should have a portion that you learn something new.
这里有放进去。
You cannot say that, okay, I just
That's good.
develop a system one like alternate system
Architecture.
我没有放过这个感觉。
不要管我，这里不要管我。
alternate system now we develop, you can just download from the open source certificate. Now, I tell you a story, I don't know it's true or not. Okay, last time, not last time, last week, we have open day, right?
Yes.
Okay, the parents come and I meet the parents. He asking for software engineering. Okay, and then he said that she has a relative study here ISW also, previously ISF. Okay, and then I think this student, okay, the relative son student, okay, is I guess is scholarship student, okay, and after he go out, okay, from what I get from this parents, I mean the answer, okay, now he are working 2 or 3 years, the salary is 7,000.
Yes. So we choose the right course. Yay.
And I heard of this, okay, I also happy our students, some of them, not all, I cannot say all, I say not okay. So and then I see that at least our students go out, at least we can have
6000
reach to
你在多少
7,000.
钱？会的，可以的，这是在哪讲？
Pay lah. I guess this student is working in the international.
那可以不要？
International.
哈？可以 reject 吗？
If you are able to work in those companies,
这不是一顿。
if you are able to work in the international company, it's better. But normally I heard it's 3,000 plus minus like that. This is the first time I heard as this high the salary.
Based on the skill, right?
Huh?
And company based on
Sometimes
skill.
you go work, sometimes it's based, you need to have a little bit of luck. Understand? Yes. Okay, class. Now we start to discuss our posture. University, right? Library. At the group 1 at the back, can see in front here, the second row. Can move to the second row here. So that you can see clearer on the what? On the question. Okay, class. Which year you want? I let you pick. I don't want to pick. Yes, which year you want? How about? No, I asked someone else first. Yes. Kai Tiang.
Yes.
Which year you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3. 3 very good number. Never sick. Okay, so this is October examination. Okay. October is the short SEM lah. Now I pick one. This one we have discussed previously. And this one also discussed already. Okay, so this is just now what we have covered just now. Hopefully you still can remember. Okay, question 3, A and B. Can you read the question, class? Yes, group 1 at the back. SEM 2, group 1. Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay. Yes, okay, so confident. Okay. So A. A is what? Explain 2 factors that influence the use. Right? Okay, what are the 2 factors? Yes, our brother here. Okay, the 3, yes. A, what is your A, what is your answer? Okay, factors that influence so many people. Leader, yes. One is the leader, okay, and then another one is the managerial, okay, and then another one is the processor, okay, and we have 4, right, isn't it? So, what is the next one? Managerial, leader, process, and
你是读张风吗？
Okay. Oh, just okay. Now, 3B. Should be. 3B. Should be. Yes. Can 3A okay. So, and then 3B. Answer. Number C. Okay. Number B. Please read the question B first. Okay. Read the question B for the scenario first. Okay. B1 actually is an open question. You can think of any factor. Okay. So let us have a look on this scenario. It's a company that develop IoT application. So this company is already got 2 years of they have developed a few components. Okay, that are currently applied in various type of application for 2 years. 2 years cannot say very long, also cannot say very short. Okay, in terms of experience now. So most of the components were developed by integrating the COTS, enforcing the profit gain in IoT field from the market analysis report. The manager of the company has decided to produce a series of IoT components as their main business goal. Means that they try to produce those IoT components for reuse one. Okay, maybe they can sell to others. Okay, whatever lah. Now, analyze 3 factors of the company that should consider before go to produce the product line. Understand? Okay. So what are the 3 factors here? Hassan. What are this is open question. Okay. And no need to refer back to the first one. Yes. One factors. Button. Okay, second one. So, Vidisha,
就是你还是看，
yes, Vidisha.
我没有放 table， 我没有放 table， 我也是没有放 table， 就太配了，所以不是我的 table， 我没有算，所以3，这个还没做。是我拿原本的拿下300算的，所以，可是你要让我个东西不是？就拍小题目，然后就把你放进去，拍出来，是这样吗？System design。有写到 questionnaire 在这边，methodology 用 questionnaire collect user data 那些，我这边的，应该不用吧？我是想这样做这个 system， 不过我也，真正帮助到我可以怎么做？我操
Question B2. Give me the second factor. That affect you consider before you contribute to the produce or use. Okay. Managerial factors here. But what is the managerial? Is it managerial and consider in this question because the manager itself is that okay that is a benefit there. So what kind of factors? Skill. Right. You have the knowledge and the skill. Third, what kind of factors? Do you have the rules? Alright. Okay? Do you have the rules or not? Okay? So these are the 3 factors. Any other factors which is valid one also acceptable. Now, continue. Number 2. Actually, I want to amend a bit. Based on the scenario, which domain engineering not approach as model? Which domain engineering? Domain engineering. Which reuse model? Which change to which reuse model should the manager apply? Which reuse model should the manager apply? Either proactive, reactive, or extractive. Which one? Which one? Should be extractive okay, because they have certain experience already, okay? They've also produced certain reuse component. Now they are moving forward to the product line, so should be the extractive. Understand? Okay? Not domain engineering approach, please change to reuse model, okay? And this one how? This one separated into 2 pages. I think can. I think can or not. Look at this one, 9 marks. This is the previous chapter one. Okay? Please read the scenario first. 2 pages. 2 pages. Okay, now this scenario means that there is a legacy system being used since 1980. Okay, very old already. Okay, then it has certain customized function unit. Okay, that is specifically created for this purpose one, for a certain purpose now. Okay, these are custom functions. So, and the code, when there is a needed for change, the code is directly modified and implemented. Okay? So now the user found that the system response speed is very slow. It's becoming slower and slower. Then the IT exec think that by performing refactoring the system code will help the improve of the performance of the system. Okay? But the result after refactoring is not as what they expected. Okay? Analyze 3 reasons. What are the 3 reasons why this result show is not that efficient? Okay? So what are the 3 factors? 3 reasons. Also an open question, but based on the scenario.
Environment such as hardware need to update as well.
Sometimes it may not be caused by the software, it may be the hardware itself. Okay. So second one is yes, honey. Yes. Can you give me one reason? Just now, okay. One of the reasons is because of the hardware. Second reason is honey. Honey, yes. How are you doing, right? Okay. So, yes. Honey. during exam please do otherwise the system is being modified so far, okay, become very difficult to maintain. Why? Because it has directly implement without proper testing. Okay, it's very somehow you may by refactoring the code may not solve the problem. Okay. Then third reason, this one. Want to
conclusion is your
是我讲说这个有点类似
unnecessary people one is maybe the performance is because of is affected by the structure architecture alright, the way the system is being designed or modified okay, unnecessary refactor we can also refactor the
objective
design also, but this one is same refactor the code but maybe the problem is different precisely because of the structure of the system, the architecture of the system. Alright, good to know, right? Okay, so three factors now three reasons, sorry, not three factors. Now we come to this one, 3 marks, 3. Okay. Give me 3 situations give me 3 situations of a program where the program needs to be factor 1. Okay? Means that the program in which situation okay, that this program requires to be factor 3 marks. Okay, 1 is 1 mark. So let's come back to here. Yes, Wei Song. D. Very easy this one. Software engineering student no issue one. Because this is very easy. Yeah. Those who are very good in programming one, then you know lah, very fast. Okay. So but this one you can figure out also lah.
Complex. Very complex one. No.
Situation. The program is very complex. Okay. Okay. Until it's difficult to understand, to comprehend. Understand? Okay. Second. What Melvin? Yes, Melvin. How come don't know what? This one is open question. One is complex and difficult to comprehend. Okay. Second.
Performance evolution. Performance become very bad.
The situation of the code.
The code performs very
programming
poorly
language is obsolete.
Programming language is obsolete. Not necessarily. Okay. So maybe high coupling. Correct or not? Okay. High coupling. The third one is ask group 1. There are 2 group 1 here. Okay. Senior and junior. Senior side, group 1. Wei Kang. Yes. Can you give me the last answer? Yes, Wei Kang.
推洗这个生活服务的。Who can make the user come?
Readability already mentioned. Maintainability, okay. Difficult to change. Understand? Difficult to change. Okay. So this is the this year one. Okay, we discuss another question. The last one. Ask someone else to choose. Ask someone else to choose. Luckily, this one can go back. Okay. So now 3 we have choose already. Okay, now 1, 2, 3 don't choose. Okay, because this one we already discussed. So now ask someone else to choose. You said you choose which year? Number 7. Number 7. Okay, we do one question. Number 7 is what is this year? You choose this copy. Actually, this copy is for the exam during the MCO period. That's why you can see the question very long one. Okay, but it's okay also we can try it. You see, so many questions. Okay. This one still got Korean comprehension. This one we have done already. This one we have done in the tutorial already. Question if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Are you able to read this scenario? Very long scenario. Very long. See that? Wow. Do this one because too long already. Cannot show. B. Okay. Read the B first. So this is regarding a programmer is proficient in Visual Basic, but I don't think you learn Visual Basic, right?
Oh, what is it?
So, and when the programmer is assigned a maintenance task where he is required to read the program, which is written in Java, He does not have any difficulties to understand the program. The programmer is able to understand the major part of the code except for some specific code that the programmer requires the assistance from other programmers. Examining two reasons on the programmer will not has much difficulties in understanding the program. Why the programmer don't have much difficulties in understanding the program? But the program is written in Java. The programmer is very proficient in Visual Basic. Code is
well
the code is well structured. Oh, okay. And then second reason there is a well structured is a comment inside already, right? Okay. So second
clear method name.
huh?
Clear method name.
Clear method name.
Variable name.
Yes. Okay. The programming style. Okay. Referring to the programming style. Okay. Practice style. Okay. So variable name, good programming practice or programming style. Then where they follow certain standards of programming, like for example, clear method name. Okay. Or clear variable name. Okay. That's it. So do you want to continue? Do you want to continue for others' question? No.
So you
No.
so you continue with final question.
No, okay, so we stop here and I see you again in the tutorial for some group okay? Yes. Okay, I will stop here don't forget to sign attendance
而且
Please sign attendance
而且这个 project 是第一个全国可以用的。是。我觉得它带来bring benefit to community, capable to prevent cardiovascular diseases.
嗯